Hello and welcome to 2 of Charmy&meerkat Show.
Now, hello there. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do today.
Yes. And so today we have now since 2023 is going to be the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who.
We thought
that over the course of this series we'll be doing a bit of a tribute to the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who by doing Doctor Who based stuff.
Yeah.
So today I'm going to be reading the novelisation of Doctor Who and the Smugglers based on the Avenger first broadcast in 1966.
That's right. And then we got the Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit Doctor Who edition.
Oh yeah. And then after that, we're going to be playing Michael McIntyre's
The Wheel board game. So what are we starting with? Well, let's start with Trivial Pursuit, shall we?
Let's go! So we've got like Trivial Pursuits. And I thought, are you ready? Let's go! So, no, again, we got the dice. Wait, how did we got the dice in there?
Yeah.
Huh. They only got to use this.
To determine who goes first.
Oh, a dice to determine who's got to go first. Is it going to be him, is 1, or is it going to be me, 2? We'll have to wait and see. So, are you ready? Oh, dice all over now. Alright, let's see who's gonna go first.
Okay, it's a 2
and a 3.
You go first.
Alright. So, now I got the dice. It's time for me to go first. And I go for the blue.
Blue.
Okay, let's see.
What villain does Clara Oswald follow into the Doctor's own time stream in his tomb on Transalore?
Tomb on Transalore? Oh, not Cyberbar. Not this. Not Weeping Angel, no. I don't even remember the villain now. Oh, Bass.
The Great Intelligence.
Great, yeah, Great Intelligence. I thought Intelligence. Oh, I thought the Great. And then it's in the yellow. Don't look. And the Curse of the Black Spot. What is the name of Henry Avery's son? Yeah, in the Curse of a Black Spot. What is the name of Henry Avery's son?
Is it James?
It's not. The answer is Toby.
Oh, frig yeah.
It was Toby, Henry Avery's son.
Yeah, of course.
Good effort though. Good try though.
I just can't remember.
I got yellow now.
In the Sontaran stratagem, what is the name of the catalytic converter system Luke Ratigan developed?
Ooh. I try and remember. I've watched the episode a while ago. It's gone past.
Atmos.
Atmos. Atmos. Yee. Orange. Oh. Okay. In Doctor Who, the movie, the Master was portrayed by the brother of which Hollywood leading lady? Is it Julia Roberts, Demi Moore, Michelle Pfeiffer, or Nicole Kidman?
Is it Julia Roberts?
It is. It is Julia Roberts.
It's the brother of Julia Roberts.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, and the leading lady was Julia Roberts.
That's one to me.
Yeah.
I have orange.
Okay, you got orange. You got orange, I've got none. Yellow.
What is the name of the plague that infected Appalachia when the 11th Doctor visited there? Is it Chen 7, Chen 8, Chen 9, or Chen 6?
I don't think it's Chen 9. I don't think it's Chen 7. So I think it might be Chen 8 or Chen 6. I'm gonna go with Chen 8.
Chen 7.
Chen 7! Oh, I was off. I thought it would have been
Blue.
Chen 7, but it isn't. Okay. Blue. How many incarnations of the Doctor have come face to face with Sontaran?
Okay, now let me think. 1 and 2 did not. 3 did. 4 did. 5. Can't remember. 3, 4, 6, 10, 11. Five.
You're not. It's not.
No?
6.
6.
And the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 10th, and the 11th.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, 6 are the incarnations of the Doctor.
I remember that 3 did. 4, 6.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
And 11.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if the second one did.
And the 2nd and the 3rd one did.
But since then,
yeah.
Since this game came, since the answers on this came out, I believe 12 and 13 have.
Purple.
Okay. In what century did the first Doctor meet the telepathic race, the Sensorites?
The first century.
What century?
Century. Not the 16th century, right? I was going to say 16th or 17th. I'll go with 17th century.
This episode was set in the future.
Oh, 20th or 21st. Wait, 21st or 22nd? 21st century?
28th.
28th century. 28th century. I got none yet.
I still only have one.
You
No, I've already got that.
No.
I have to
Since
roll
you
again.
already got that, you gotta go roll again.
Green.
Okay, green this time. And green. Okay. The Carrier Knights used a crooked house on All Hallows Street as their base of operations. But what part, now a borough, of London was it in? So, the Carrier Knights used a crooked house on All Hallows Street
Hollow Street.
as their base of operations. But what part, now a borough of London, was it in?
London Borough. Pass.
Southwark.
Nope.
Yeah, Southwark was another part of the borough of London, and it was based on operation at the All Hallows Street, used as a crooked house. Purple again. I've got to get this right.
In what year did Davros make his first appearance?
What year?
Yep. What year did Davros, the creator of the Daleks, first make his appearance?
Now, one of the Davros were like in the 1960s or 70s. So, or probably in the 80s, I'm not sure. I'll say it's 1975.
Correct.
Yes! 1975. So I got my purple.
Got a purple.
Alright, let's see what
I've got an orange and you got a purple.
Yes. Now you got a purple. Now I thought like when I think of 1975, I was like not from the 70s or not from the 60s, but it's in the 70s. Okay, so you going for purple.
Yes.
Okay. In what year did the Jadoon made their first appearance? 2006, 2007, 2008, or 2009?
2007.
It is. If you wanted to say 2009, you would have been wrong. If you'd gone for 2008, you would have been wrong. If you'd gone for 2006, you would have been wrong.
I knew it was 2007.
Yeah, so now you've got orange and purple. Now it's my turn. Orange.
Which British police comedy film did one of the guest stars at the end of time starring as a villainous supermarket owner?
As a supermarket owner.
Which British police comedy film did one of the guest stars of End of Time starring as the villainous supermarket owner?
I'm really not sure of that one.
British police comedy film.
British police comedy film. I'm gonna take a rough guess. British police comedy film. I know. I've watched a police comedy film. Am I gonna risk it? Hot Fuzz?
Yes.
Hot Fuzz!
Yep.
Yes! Yeah, I thought Hot Fuzz. Now I got orange and I got purple, and now you got orange and purple.
Yep.
So now it's your turn. Purple, we've already got that one. Green. Okay. Okay. What does the 10th Doctor trapped sister of mine of the family blood?
Can you repeat that question, please?
What does the 10th Doctor trap sister of mine of the family blood? Or the family of blood.
What did he trap her in?
Yeah, trapped a sister of mine of the family of blood.
Mirror.
I'll accept into every existing mirror.
Mirror.
I accept that. I accept. I accept. Now you've got green, purple, and orange. I got purple and orange. So that one will go another way. This one's from you. And the next one is from me. Okay, let's. Yellow.
In the Impossible Planet, what was K-37 Gem 5 better known as?
K-37 Gem 5.
In the Impossible Planet, what was K-37 Gem 5 better known as?
It's in my head now. Oh no.
I will give you a clue. It's a song by Muse.
Black hole.
Yeah.
Black hole. Yes. So I got yellow.
Yeah.
Black hole. Okay, now your turn. Nope.
Already got that one.
No, already got that one.
Blue.
Blue. Okay. What extraterrestrial martial art was the third Doctor fond of using?
Venetian karate.
Venetian Aikido.
Same thing.
Yeah, you got karate, Venetian Aikido.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, well, true. You got yours.
Yeah.
You've got yours.
Who warns the 10th Doctor you are not alone?
Who's the 10th Doctor?
Who warns the 10th Doctor you are not alone?
Who warns him? I'm trying to remember who it is now. Who's one of the actress? Not Billy Piper.
What character warns the 10th Doctor that... No?
No. Pass.
The face of Bo.
Face a boat. Ow! Meow! I noticed you.
My plushies are falling over.
Yeah, I noticed your plushies are falling over. Okay, now it's your turn. Pink.
Pink.
Okay. What type of ball does Brian Williams throw Trissy the Triceratops?
Golf ball.
Yes. Yeah, Trissy the Triceratops.
And now I only need
One more.
One more to win.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Pink.
What kind of strange weapon does Rory's father Brian use to fight off a pterodactyl?
Oh, I really don't know about this one. Oh, I haven't got a clue. Pass.
A trowel.
A trowel. A weird weapon. Aye. Oh, you...
I gotta roll again. I gotta roll again. Gotta roll again.
What colour you need?
Gotta roll again. Yellow. Gotta roll again. Gotta roll again. Gotta roll again. Gotta roll it again. Roll it again. Gotta roll it again. Yes. Yellow, finally.
Finally, after how many goes? I was like 9? 9?
I don't know, maybe 9.
Okay. If you get this, you win.
Yep.
In the hungry earth, what human activity wakes the Silurian race from deep hibernation? Is it war, drilling, telecommunications, or medical science?
Drilling.
If you've gone for medical science, you would have been wrong. If you've gone for war, you would have been wrong. If you've gone for telecommunications, you would have been wrong. You would have been wrong. It's drilling. You got it right.
Drilling. I got it right, and I win.
I was getting back at 2-2, but you beat me right at the end.
Yep.
Heavens, what a noise. Good heavens. Now, since we don't have to keep on with the Doctor Who, we're gonna like a little book to read.
Yes, I'm going to read for the smugglers.
So, which one are you going to... So, which one are you doing, chapter 1? Or?
Chapter 1, A Shock for Ben and Polly. A police box stood in a London square against the railings that surrounded the garden in the centre. There was an out-of-order notice on the door. Police boxes like this were common in London of the 60s. This, like the others, was a rectangular blue box affair with small square windows set high in the sides. Above the door were the words police box in white lettering with public call sandwiched in between in smaller letters. Normal police boxes, which this one incidentally was not, had three functions. When the light on top was flashing, it told any passing policeman there was a message from HQ. A policeman on the beat could use the phone in the box to call his superiors. And finally, in an emergency, members of the public could use the phone to call for advice or assistance from the police in time to come. Police boxes like this would disappear from the streets, made redundant by the advent of policemen's personal radio. The particular one was about to disappear of its own accord.
Now it's my turn. The old man strode briskly into the square and came to a halt outside the police box. He stood for a moment, looking up and down the square, as if waiting for someone. He wore a long cloak fastened at the neck and a fur hat. Though old, he was still alert and vigorous. And the eyes in a heavily lined face blazed with feared intelligence. Suddenly, two young people ran into the square. One was a girl in a fashionable denim trouser suit, with her long blonde hair tucked beneath the denim cap. With her was a young man in the uniform of an ordinary seaman. Bell-bottom trousers, blue raincoat, and a jersey. Close-cropped hair beneath a sailor's hat, with HMS teasers on was clear that they were not whoever he'd been waiting for. But he greeted them politely enough, and they talked for a few minutes. Then they made their farewells. The two young people hurried away, and the old man watched them go. Then he began fumbling in his pocket for the key, but he couldn't find it. After going through all of his pockets with an increasing irritation, the old man reached carefully into the concealed inner pocket and produced was obviously a spare. Carefully removed, noticed from its hook. He opened the door and the police box and disappeared inside. All this had been watched by only the two young people who had paused at the edge of the square, and their last look back. Suddenly, the young man smote his forehead in the age-old "I forgot" gesture, and took the key from his pocket and showed it to the girl. They ran into the police box, but by this time, the old man has gone inside and shut the doors. There was a moment of heated discussion, and the girl pointed vigorously at the key. At the moment, the young sailor shrugged and gave in. He tried the key in a police box lock. It fitted, and then he turned it and opened the door. He ushered the girl inside, then followed her, closing the door behind them. Seconds later, the light on the top of the police box started to flash, and then the strange wheezing, groaning sound, the police box simply disappeared, much to the amazement of the couple of passing tourists.
Inside the police box, Polly's hand went to her mouth. Good heavens! Polly was a young secretary, a typical dolly bird of the swinging 60s. And she had just come through a particularly terrifying adventure in a nightclub called the Inferno. She had encountered her present companion, Ben, a young Cockney sailor on leave, and a young girl called Dodo, who seemed to be travelling with the strange old man known only as the Doctor. All three had subsequently become involved in the extraordinary affair of the war machines. These were the creation of a power-crazed computer called Wotan, who had planned to use them to take over first London and then the world. The Doctor, who seemed to be a scientist with an extraordinary range of talents, had finally paid to the war machines. His companion Dodo had decided to stop travelling with him and go back to live with her aunt. She sent this message together with her farewells by way of Polly and Ben. But once delivered it and said goodbye to the Doctor themselves, Ben had remembered that the Doctor had dropped his key some time ago and rushed off before Ben could return it. Urged on by Polly, who was consumed with curiosity about the Doctor and the police box, Ben had used the key to get them inside. Now her curiosity satisfied, Polly stood looking around in utter astonishment. She shook her head wonderingly. Good heavens, she said again, considering what she had seen. The comment was rather inadequate. She should have been in the cramped surroundings of a police box, jammed in together with Ben, the old man known as the Doctor, but she wasn't. Instead, she stood in the entrance to a large, brightly lit control room. In its center was a many-sided control console and a fair, complicated-looking instrument panels arranged around a transparent center column, itself packed with complex electronic circuitry. Various odds and ends were dotted about the room, a hat stand and old-fashioned chairs, some rather odd-looking statues. The Doctor was busy at the control console. He swung around at the sound of Polly's voice. He had taken off hat, coat, and scarf, revealing checked trousers, old-fashioned boots, and a frock coat worn with a cravat and a high wing collar. His whole appearance shabby, scholarly, with a pronounced 19th century feel to it, contrasted strangely with his ultra-modern surroundings. Ben was equally amazed. Blimey, where did all this come from? It was a police box, wasn't it?
I think so, said Polly uncertainly. The Doctor was glaring at them in indignation. What are you doing here? How did you get inside? Ben pointed to the key to the Ben's hand. You dropped a key. Ben held out the key. That's right. The doctor snatched it from his hands and said, How dare you follow me aboard the TARDIS? Ben stared at him. Aboard the what? TARDIS, snapped the doctor. It's a vessel full of traveling in time and space. And now why do you follow me? Well, we're terribly sorry if we've annoyed you, Doctor, said Oliver presently. It was my idea, I'm afraid. Ben wandered over to the control console. What's all this then? The doctor shooed him a little away. Come away from there! Do you want to cause even more trouble than you have already? Those particularly controlled their material insulation. And what does that mean? The doctor pointed to said to Colin, which was rising and falling steadily. Something you and this young lady have just experienced. You are now traveling in time and space. Ben looked at him in a moment and then burst out laughing. Just to make sure I get back by tea time, Doctor. I've got to report back to my ship by midnight. Ben was a seaman at the end of the way it turned out to be a very eventful spell. The doctor gave him the malevolent smile. I'm afraid it will be a long time before you see your ship again, young man. With the shock, Ben realizes the doctor was perfectly serious. Where are we going to land? Asked Ronnie nervously. The doctor decided, I wish I knew. This was the worst part of any journey I never knew. Why not? The doctor scowled. But because I had no control over where I go, nor can I choose the period in which I land. He looked hard at the descent column and was rising and falling more slowly now. Stand by! We're about to materialize. They watched as the column slowed to the halt. The doctor touched the control and monitored the screen above the console at top. It showed rocky walls with a hint of sea beyond. The doctor peered into the screen, in his ability forgotten of the excitement of the new arrival. We seem to be in a cave of some sort. For the moment, Ben looked worried, and then he shrugged. After all, anyone could show you pictures on the screen. Well, thanks for the home movies, Doctor. Now, if you'll kindly open the door. It may not be safe, said the doctor urgently. We don't know where we are, nor in which age. I have a little bet for you, said the doctor cheerfully. Fitzroy Square, London, 1966. Okay? The doctor was studying instrument readings and was aiming at the right. Temperature, air, normal air, good. He touched another control on the TARDIS, and the door opened. Very well, you may leave, but watch your step. That's a relief, said Ben, heading for the door. You were beginning to make me nervous, Doctor. Polly hurried after him. Wait for me, Ben. The doctor shook his head, reluctant to admit that he was saddled with two young humans yet again. How distracting it is. Just a little when I thought I was to be alone at last. There you go. Polly and Ben.
Polly and Ben were standing outside the TARDIS, even more astonished than when they'd first stepped inside. Then they'd only had a change of dimension to cope with. Now, There was a change of location as well. They weren't in Fitzroy Square at all. They were in a sea cave. It was long and narrow, sand-floored, with the TARDIS set against one rocky wall, set to rear it, narrowed to darkness ahead. It opened out onto a sandy beach, with the grey sea rolling beyond. Polly clutched Ben's arm. "I'm scared." "What happened to us?" "I don't know," said Ben, helplessly. "Maybe the old boy is some kind of hypnotist." "Pinch me." Polly pinched him hard, and he gave a yelp. That was real enough. The doctor came out of the TARDIS and locked the door behind him. "Hey, just a moment," protested Ben. "What did you do that for?" "Because I never leave it unlocked." "Doctor, you gotta take us back," said Polly. "I can't," said the doctor. "Simply." "You mean you refuse?" accused Ben. "My dear young man, I cannot guarantee a return to the 20th century London in the TARDIS." Ben turned away. "Come on, Polly. We'll make our own way back to London." "Wait a minute," said Polly. She wasn't convinced that things were that simple. The doctor had been right about the change of place. Could it be that he was right about the change of time as well? "Are you coming with us, Doctor?" The doctor threw up his hands. "I suppose I shall have to. You're obviously quite incapable of looking after yourselves." Outside the cave they found themselves on a long strip of beach. The sea on one side, rugged cliffs on the other. The air was fresh and salty. Ben shook his head wonderingly. "Look at all this." Polly nodded enthusiastically. "I can't believe it either. Isn't this exciting?" Ben gave her a disgusted look. "It might be if we wasn't so pushed for time. But it's a gorgeous spot." Ben looked up and down at the empty stretch of beach. "It'd be a lot nicer with a few houses and a bus stop." "Where do you think we are?" Polly studied the low rugged cliffs. "Looks like Cornwall to me." "Cornwall, are you sure?" "I reckon so." said Polly in a rustic accent. "Took us hours to get back from here," said Ben gloomily. He set off towards the cliffs. "I've got to get back too," said Polly. "We're coming with us. You're coming with us, aren't you, Doctor?" Yes, said the doctor pettishly. "You may know where you are, but you don't know yet when you are. Goodness knows what trouble you'll land up in." But Polly was already on her way. "Come on, Ben, I'll race you." The doctor watched as the two young people ran off towards the cliffs. He sighed. "Oh dear. I suppose I'd better make sure they don't come to any harm," and trudged off after them. Climbing the cliffs didn't present any particular problem. They soon found a steep, narrow path and followed it to the top. There they found themselves on a stretch of grassland with the cliff edge on one side and a muddy country lane to the other. Ahead of them, the lane followed the line of the cliff top rising to a headland, and there, the top the rise was reassuringly familiar shape of a little country church. Polly gave a gasp of relief. "We must be in our own time after all." "Course we are. You didn't believe that guff about past and future, did you?" The doctor came up to join them. We still can't be sure, he warned. Sure, said Ben, scornfully. There are millions of churches just like that one. Indeed they are, my dear boy, and most of them have been standing for centuries. Yeah, well, so have we. Come on, Polly. I've got a train to catch. He set off towards the church.
Across the church. Right. Polly gave the doctor an apologetic look. I'm sorry, Doctor, but I think we're better to find another station. We could talk on a train. She set off after Ben and the doctor, following the shaking on his head. Talk on a train indeed. The church was further away than it looked, and Polly had enjoyed the walk, even though it wasn't for the little doubt and still gnawed on her mind. As the lane curved gently inland, she couldn't help notice that it showed no sign of being made up in any way. No tarmac, no macadam, or whatever it was called. It was all tramped mud, and there was no road signs or official notices. No traffic, no sign of the electricity pylons, no telephone wires. They reached the church at last and paused to the rest of the little churchyard and surrounded it. Polly bent to peer at the gravestone, but it was overgrown with moss. It's no use. I can't read it. Ben was looking around disgustedly, and there was nothing in sight but the church and the graveyard and the green fields surrounding them. You think there would be a house or something? And it must be miles to a bus stop. The doctor studied in the church. No sign of the Victorian restoration, and we couldn't have been. And we couldn't have any after the time. Oh, the 1600. Well, we're not, said Ben uneasily. We're in a good old 1966. The doctor rubbed his chin. I don't think so somehow. Ben looked at the church. Not a soul in sight. As if to disprove his word, the man stepped around the church of the corner of the church, covered them with their gun. Hold fast! Polly stared at him in horror. As then being by an armed man was bad enough, but the man was covered them was in some kind of an antique-looking blunderbuss. Well,
and that was the end of chapter 1
of the Doctor Who.
Of Doctor Who and the Smugglers.
Yeah.
We'll continue the story at some point
Later.
in the next few episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
But now
it's time to move on with the game show.
it's time to play
The
Wheel board game.
The Wheel. Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay, so we're going to spin the contestant wheel. Obviously, it's me versus Will. Spinning the contestant wheel.
And it's
None of us at the moment.
No, it's going to land on here.
So spin it.
Oh. It's me. So
Yeah.
the blue.
It is you. So.
Okay. So I'm going to go with...
What category will you go with?
I'm going to go with video games.
Video games. Okie dokie.
And... Wheel. Oh no. Oh no.
And it's red. You're off.
Oh, that's a bad start. I'm back on!
It didn't land on you.
Oh, it's yours.
No, it's me.
Alright, fine. Pick a category.
Okay. We're going to go with TV.
Alright, I'm gonna go with TV. And then it is spin the wheel. Oh, oh, come on. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and it's a very tricky one.
Very tricky. It's a blue one.
Okay. Which of these was not a coach in the first series of The Voice UK in 2012? Is it Sir Tom Jones, will.i.am, Ollie Murs, or Jessie J?
Which was not.
Yeah. Which of these was not a coach in the first series of The Voice?
Ollie Murs.
You've locked in Ollie Murs?
I'll lock in Ollie Murs.
Alright. Let's see. Yes, it is.
Yes.
So now the TV, so now TV is off.
TV is off. I have
Okay.
the wheel.
Now you're gonna choose another one. We've got
Now
video
I'm gonna
games,
pick another category.
sport.
I'm gonna pick food and drink.
So you're gonna pick food and drink, and it is let's spin the wheel. Oh, let's see what it is. I bet you it's gonna be a gold.
Hopefully.
If it's
it'll
a
be-
gold,
hopefully
it's
it'll be
easier. But if it's a blue, it's a hard one. Oh, you're close to red.
As long as it wasn't red.
Okay. Okay, the food and drink. Okay. Which of these do coconuts have 3 of? Is it ears, eyes, noses, mouths?
What?
It should say food or drink.
Coconut?
Yeah. Which of these with these do coconuts have 3 of? Ears, eyes, nose, mouth.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I was. You know what, I'll go with mouth.
Oh, so you locked in mouth.
Yeah, I'll lock in mouth.
Let's see if mouth is the right answer. It's not.
No.
The correct answer was eyes.
Eyes too? Got bloody. What eyes?
Yeah, you did.
Coconuts don't have that. What? Shit.
Oh my! No, I'm afraid to say this, but you're
I am off.
You're off
And now I
now.
have to spin the contestant wheel, and it's me again.
Hey! Now you're back on it again. Okay.
Let's go with sport this time.
You're going for sports. Okay. Let's spin the wheel. Okay. Oh, this. Come on, be on gold, be on gold. Oh, that's not a good sign.
I have to spin the wheel again. And spin it again. Spin it again.
Hey! Landing on me?
Back to me.
To you. Okay.
Alright, let's pick superheroes.
Alright, let's pick the superheroes and let's spin the
the
wheel. Oh, okay. Ooh!
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a good one. Which of these... What is the name of Batman's well-known sidekick? Robin, Raymond, Ricky, Rodney.
Robin.
You've locked in Robin.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're right.
Of course it is.
Yes! It is. So then now superheroes are out of the equation. Now it's time. Now it's time for you to choose the next one. You got movies,
I'm
food
gonna
and
pick
drink.
history.
I did history. Let's
Spin the wheel.
Oh,
Come on. Come on.
don't be in red. Don't be in red. Don't be in red. Don't be in red. Don't be in red.
Blue.
Ooh. Okay. In what year was the Great Fire of London? 1466, 1566, 1666, or 1766?
I actually know this. Okay? This is one of the things that I studied in history at school a long time ago, and the answer is 1666.
Okay, so you're locked in 1666.
Yep.
Let's see if you're right. Come on. Yes! How do you know that? That is a lot. You did that in school.
Yes, I studied that.